Are we together? Revelation chapter 20, verse 12.
And I saw the dead,
I saw the dead,
small and great,
standing
before God,
and
books were opened.
What was open?
Books were opened.
What was open?
Books.
Books were open.
And another book was opened, which was the book of life.
There was two types of books there. One book was open, and another one also was open. It was a book of what?
The book of life.
So we have got two books which we're talking about today. One book was open, and another one also was open. It was the book of life.
And the dead were judged according to their works.
They were judged according to their works.
By the things which were written in the books.
They were judged according to their works, according to what was written
in the books.
Oh, I prayed for you before I come here. I was like, God, give them the spiritual ears so that they can hear what I'm about to share. Exodus 33, verse 31. I would like you to use maybe Good News version, because the King James version, maybe many people won't get. I want the Good News version. Exodus 32, verse 31. 32, 3 and 2, verse 31. Parakatos katata. Can read it for us.
Moses then returned to the Lord.
Now Moses returned to God
and said, these people have committed a terrible sin. They have made a god out of gold and worshipped it. Please forgive them their sin. But if you won't, then remove my name from the book.
Moses is telling God. He said, these people, they have sinned. It's okay. But you have to forgive them. God, if you are not going to forgive these people, then remove my name in the book. Oh my God. Oh my God. John chapter 19, verse 21.
Therefore, the chief priests of the Jews said to Pilate, do not write the King of the Jews.
You know, Jewish people, they are telling Pilate, he say, don't write Jesus is the King of Jews. He said, remove that, what you have written. Listen to the answer.
But he said, I am the King of the Jews. Pilate answered, what I have written, I have written.
What I've written, I've already written. There is no way I can change it. So which means there is a possibility you can change what was written for someone. In Matthew chapter 2, Jesus was born. The wise men saw the star of the baby. Through that star, they were able to read what was written. The destiny of the baby was written in that star. Everyone that is sitting here, before you were introduced into Chronos, it means before you were given birth into this world, before you could tap into time, where you are coming from, there is what we call you, which is your star. Remember, Jesus is a morning star, right? You are presented in the realms of the spirit. Even Jesus, even Saturday, they are presented like star. When you are talking about star in the Bible, they're talking about a human being. They're talking about people. So, in your star, that is where everything that you are going to live on this earth was written. If you are going to be born, like for instance me, I was born on the 4th of April. That is the day or the month where I was introduced. There was a door which was open. I came from where I came from in the realm of eternity. Then I was introduced into the earthly realm on the 4th of April. Now when I came, the day I was born, I came with a destiny, which means they were, what I'm living today or whatever is happening to me today should be the result of what was already programmed into my destiny. When you give birth to your child, there is what we call a book, a file. Same apply like when you go to the hospital. They cannot treat you before you can open a file. Alright? They will call you based on your file. But listen now, we have got your file which you have to fill so that they can call you based on your file or your problem in your file, and we know how we have to deal with this. Should be written in your file. But there is also another book which that one belongs to only the hospital. Now, if it happened that you lose your file, I know in some hospital you have to pay money again for them to do the file. But if they were very gentle, kind enough, they could have gone. They could go back to their main book, and they will be able to find that no. On Tuesday there was a man who came to fill, because they can't just fill your file without registering you to their main book. So in the book of Revelation, there were two books of you and the book of God. The book of life registered your file. God doesn't waste life. God cannot send you on this earth just for you to eat pap, just for you to be the father of your son, the son of your father, then die just like that. No. That's why you hear many people using purpose, but I want to use that word purpose. I want to use destiny. The day you were born, you came with a file. You came with information which was already programmed concerning your life. People who are going, the family which you are going to be born was already programmed. Your father was already written. Your mother, all the events or whatever you are going to face in life was already written in that book, which means in your star that you came with on the earth. People who are going to disappoint you, they were already written there. People you are going to meet during your lifetime, they were already written there. The pastor that you are going to be under, it was already written there. Everything that you'll be facing on this earth, that's why God said, when you are praying, don't multiply faint, because before you open your mouth, I know already what you're about to pray about. Because everything that you are going to live on this earth is the result of what was already programmed in the spiritual realm. It's already what you came with. But I'm going to show you that many people left this earth, and many are still alive. They are going to leave this earth without living what was written, what is in their stand. Then you will stand before the judgment of God. He will judge you based on what was written in your book. It means what was programmed in your star, and you never become it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? Listen now. Listen to what I'm about to say. When you introduce a baby into time, there is two activities that happened in the hospital. The angel of the Lord will come when the baby is born, and the angel of darkness will come, which is called destiny stealer or stoler. I don't know which one to call it. Stealer, né? A thief, which must come. He will be standing there in between the baby. If the baby is born from a family where father and mother, they don't know God, put it in your head, that baby, his destiny is not in his hand. His file was already stolen the day he was born. If the baby was born from a family where a father and a mother, they are prayerful people, they know God, the kingdom of darkness will come. Because remember, every bed, when every soul is introduced into time, darkness have to check, and the light also have to check, because you have to pass the spiritual realm and to be introduced into chronos. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm going to say some shock things here. Maybe it's going to be controversial, but you will get it, because we're going to read it in the Bible to us from now until we're going to conclude in the all night prayer, because God wants to fix some people's destinies. Babies, they don't come from heaven. Hey, it's a child. It's coming from heaven. Jesus said, allow the children to come to me. They are coming from heaven. Every time the Bible is talking about children, it's not talking about your baby. When you are born again, you are a child. It's talking about born again. Same apply when the Bible is talking about dead people. It's not talking about those who die like this. It's talking about unbelievers. So, babies, they don't come from heaven. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 said, let us make man in our own image. Let them have. He said, let them multiply. Let them be fruitful. So, babies, the capacity to produce babies is not coming from God. It was already an element which was deposited in the system of a man. That's why a street kid can sleep with a street kid, they can still give birth. Is it God who gives them that child? God is a father. Cannot give to a kid someone who is not irresponsible a child, because God knows God doesn't waste souls. In fact, after God created a man, God doesn't create anything anymore. There is nothing which God is going to create again. He have already concluded his creation. Now it was deposited in ability inside the man to be now creative, to become now a creator. You begin not to create. That's why you can go to a sangoma. A sangoma can still give you a baby. Where did he get that baby from God? Is a question. If you go to a sangoma, you cannot conceive. The sangoma give you a baby. Where is he getting the baby? Oh, are we together? It's deep. That's why I want more your attention, so that you can get where we are going. You will understand. If you are struggling to conceive, then you go to a sangoma, he did his whatever. They say you'll be pregnant. Eat these things, you'll be pregnant. Now you eat, you become pregnant. Where is that baby coming from? Now you come to Samuel Mighty One, you are looking for a baby. Then I pray for you, you get pregnant. Where is that baby coming from? There are two things which happen. If you are failing to conceive, there are two things. If your womb is locked by the demonic power, it means they locked your ability to conceive. Then we can pray, it can open up. We can open it up, and then you're going to conceive. But if now it's not demonic power that has locked your womb, we have got also what we call genetic problem. Is it genetic problem where a man, ADN, how did you call it? DNA, whatever. If also it's not compatible or whatever you call it, this one is what? A, this one is, I'm looking for those who did medicine, so you are looking at me. Sometimes it's also those kind of problem. So if you put them together, they're struggling to, the wife is struggling to conceive. It's okay. Now, if it's not a demonic power, if it's not a DNA or genetic problems, where are we? Now it's like your system is failing to function the way God wanted it to function. Because the system to multiply, to be fruitful, was already there in you as a man. It's not God. So if you are failing not to be fruitful, it's either now when you go to a sangoma, what the sangoma does, a sangoma have to go and talk to spirit. Then have to take a spirit from somewhere. Then that spirit will enter your home and be born into time. Same thing with pastors. Now I'm unlocking a dimension which the church doesn't know. That's why it's very difficult. You cannot be in this church and be barren. That will never happen. Because if you are failing to get pregnant between husband and wife, your pastor, this one who is standing here, I know how to go in the realms of the spirit to take a spirit and to put it in your womb. Some people say, Pastor, what are you talking about here? Some of you won't give birth to normal babies because the spirit which is in your womb is Elijah. You didn't hear what I'm saying. You didn't hear. Elijah died. He went to heaven. But did you see Elijah came back again? John the Baptist is Elijah. I hear people talking about angels. Today's just going to be introduction. On Wednesday is going to be deep. I hear people talking about angels. Who are angels? People they say, no, angels are, they wear white, then they've got wings. No. Angels, they don't have wings. Nowhere in the Bible where they said angels has got wings. Many people have been visited by different type of spirit, different category of spirit, because of the religious mentality, the way you grown up in your church, you call all the spirits that appear to you angels. That's the problem. Have you ever seen in the Bible a cherubim appear to a man, then he's giving a man a message? Have you ever seen it? Okay. The day Gabriel appeared to Mary, talking about you're going to conceive, you're going to be pregnant. When he greeted Mary, did you see Mary being shocked or being intimidated by that kind of visitation? Why? He was a human being. Have you ever heard this word? You will say, oh, this woman, oh, this man was my angel. I didn't know, did he have money to pray, but he appeared to me like an angel. An angel simply means a sent one, a messenger. So, the spiritual realm can send you a different type of a spirit to visit you with a message. Then you call him angel because he came with a message. But if you check that spirit, maybe it's called in the realms of the spirit a living creature. We have got 4 kinds of living creature, right? Therefore, okay, what if one of the 24 elders appear to you? Are you going to call him his angel? Okay, what if a seraphim appear to you? What if one of the spirits from the rank of dominion appear to you? Okay, who are angels? Listen to this dimension. Have you ever read the book of Revelation when the Bible says, write to the angel of the church of Laodicea, write to the angel of the church of Philadelphia. You see me, Samuel Mighty, in heaven, they are seeing me as an angel over Exousia. I'm an angel of Exousia. I'm a messenger. I'm an angel. Angels, they don't have wings. Those that you see with wings are different categories of spirit. In the spiritual realm, we have got different categories. Those that I'm going to teach in the prophetic class, we go deep, you will understand what I'm talking about. But let me just use it by the way. Now listen. It's never happened to you. Your mother died 10 years ago, or you heard a story that I was sleeping, I saw my mother, or I saw my auntie who died 10 years ago, or I heard my friend, or I saw a story on YouTube or on TV. There was a woman who was saying that he was sleeping, they wanted to come and lock the house. Did he have money to pay the rent or any situation she was into? And then he saw a father who died long ago, or an uncle said, no, don't be afraid, they are not going to close your house. go like this, go to so and so, he will give you money. And the person goes physical like this. He had it in the dream. Then the person goes physical like this. Then they give him the money. Then he say, oh, I had a dream my father died, or I had a dream my auntie died. Then he told me this, I did it, and then it happened. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard those kind of stories? Most of when we are talking about angels, oh no, I had a dream someone came and told me this and whatever. Angels are the spirit of just men made perfect. Angels are the spirit of saints that died prematurely because they can't go to heaven because that realm is not open yet. So they are around in another world and they are there to protect those who are still alive. That's why you, as a mother of your child, there is a certain level. If you master spirituality, your spirit will be operating like an angel. You didn't hear what I'm saying. You didn't hear what I'm saying. This is very deep. This is the time we should educate the body of Christ, because there is a lot of ignorance. There is a lot of ignorance in the body of Christ. When you dream about someone who was dead long time ago, spirit of death. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Oh no, only Sangomas, they talk to dead people. So when Moses of your Bible appeared to you, is he not a dead person? Huh? Oh, I'm teaching you a new dimension. Try to open. I knew that is going to be higher for you, but try to follow me so that you should get my idea. We saw Jesus talking to dead people. Elijah and Moses, right? There is a dimension in the spirit where if you master it, your spirit will be operating like an angel. Then they want to give witchcraft to your children in high school or in the school. They want to give him food or something because your spirit, because the mother, your spirit is so light and you have connected to the spiritual realm too much. You can appear to that school, without even you knowing. Your child can hear your voice. Don't eat. Then he said, it's like I heard my mother's voice. Listen to what the Bible says. He said, angels, are they not all spirits that are sent to minister? So they are spirit. Angels are spirit. So as we are praying here, we can download the spirit of Elijah and he begin to operate over this ministry like an angel. And we got deep on it on Wednesday. But let me try to lay foundation about destiny. I begin already to challenge your theology. Now, when the baby is born, two activities happen over that destiny. The devil will come to claim that destiny, and the kingdom of light also will come for that destiny. Now it depends which family the child is born. If the child is born from a prayerful family or from a Christian family, that child is saved. The devil won't have the right to steal his file, his destiny. Unless if the child begin to grow and he expose himself to some kind of activities which will open doors for the devil to come and to steal his star. Are we together? So it means if the devil missed you the day you were born because of your family, now the devil will use yourself to harm you. He will use yourself as a door, as a gate. For instance, I've been in these things of deliverance. I pray for someone, then I prophesy. I say, you slept with an occultic person. That is where your destiny was stolen. So it means this person, this woman lost a destiny the day he slept with an occultic guy. Why? Because the devil coming to steal, to kill, and to destroy. It means if he can't kill, some people the day they were born, already their destiny were killed. Some their destiny could not be killed, but it was stolen when they grow because of the gate, the door that they open to the devil. How? Okay. Have you ever seen someone went to get money for ritual and then they say, kill your daughter, kill your son? It means, I'm explaining spiritual things. It means, if I want money, then I kill you. They say, no, we need the sacrifice of a young lady. Why? They will obey you. They say the lady should be a virgin. That's why most of pastors who are using occultic power, most of prophets, you will catch them, they have got rape case. Most of cases, rape case. You know why? Because in that realm and what they are using, they use the star of people. They have to be ripping people, ripping girls. You wonder, but this guy is a married guy. How come he's ripping a 14 or a 12 years girl? Or how come he's ripping people in his church? It's because that realm, the sacrifice which is needed, is they virgin. They need their star. When they take their star, what are they? So they are stealing their destiny, adding that destiny to theirs. So listen now. If you go and look for Muti, they will never ask you to give your grandmother. You know why? Because your grandmother she had already lived here her life. There is no future in his destiny, because imagine your grandmother is 80 years something. If you kill such a person, his star, he have already completed. He have already lived whatever she was supposed to live. So that star doesn't carry any blessing into it, because the person, she has already used it. Then they will ask you someone who is still full of the future, someone who is still young, 22, 25, 30 something, 40 something, because he still have a future. Do you know, even when it comes to the realm of sacrifice, you can bring this girl to be sacrificed, they will check, they say not her, because she does have a strong future. I'm talking to spiritual people here. I'm unlocking something. I'm talking about the restoration of destiny. I'm going to demonstrate it. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Listen now. Now, when Jesus was born, the wise men, they were astrologers. Astrologers today, they are like occultic people. Those who have got the spiritual capacity to read the star, they can go to the planet. So those people are not ordinary people. They check spiritually. Okay, it's never been to you, or have you ever heard about soothsayers? Those, when you are passing on the road, they say put your hands like this, they can read your destiny. You know those kind of people. Okay, what are they reading? They read what was written. Oh, everyone, each of you, each of us, as we are sitting there, as when you were introduced into time, you came with a program. God have already programmed, your name will be this, you're gonna marry to this one. That's why many people who fail to walk according to the program that was programmed in eternity past, they go and marry wrong people. That's why they are in trouble. Why? Missing his program. What was programmed? Oh, listen to the program. A son will be born, but the way it was written for the son must be born to a virgin called Mary. Now, because it was written, the child cannot be born from Elizabeth. It cannot be born from Deborah. The child must be born from a virgin. Then his name shall be Jesus. So everything about Jesus, it was what it was written about him. So everything about you, if you want to find your purpose, if you want to find your destiny, that's why I usually said your future is not ahead of you. Your future is behind you. Your future is a discovery. Oh, you don't know. Listen, your future is not what you are following. Your future is when you begin to turn back, to go back to the reason why you were created. When you found that reason of your existence on the earth, you have found your future. Jeremiah, before I formed thee in your mother's womb, I knew you. Before, listen to it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Before I formed thee in your mother's womb, I knew you. I've already ordained you. So which means I've got a book where it is written that Jeremiah will be a prophet. So now listen to this. Now Jeremiah is born. If now Jeremiah failed to find his future, what will happen? Jeremiah will go to study and he want to become a lawyer. Now Jeremiah will become a lawyer. He will be very successful. But when he died, he went back to eternity. He will discover that he never tapped into his destiny. Are we together? He will discover that everything that he did here on the earth, it was a waste.